It's early in the morning, but we are feeling just fine. So there in 90 minutes, get us all in line. News, views, and entertainment galore.
Get us all
Tune
in
into
line.
Hands of Hope
News,
Radio
views, and
100.5
entertainment
FM.
galore.
It's
Tune
never a
into
bore.
Hands
So
of Hope
there
Radio
in 90 minutes, the current
100.5
affairs
FM.
show.
It's never
Join
a
us every
bore.
So
weekday
there
from
in
7 to
90
half past
minutes, the
8
current
we know.
affairs
We bring
show.
the latest
Join us
news
every
and
weekday from
analysis
7
too.
to half
Just
past 8
tune
we
in
know.
to
We bring the
Hands of
latest
Radio
news and analysis too.
100.5 FM.
Just tune
It's
into Hands of Hope
we
Radio
cover the issues from all
100.5
across the land.
FM.
Our
It's
team
the
of
thing to
experts
do.
provides
We
views
cover the issues
also
from all
grand.
across
From
the land.
politics to
Our
sport
team
and
of experts
everything in
provides
between.
views
You won't
also
miss a
grand.
thing
From
when you
politics
listen
to
to
sports
us.
and
It's
everything
clear
in
and
between.
keen.
You won't
Today
miss
in
a
90
thing when you
minutes, the
listen
current
to us.
affairs
It's
show.
clear
Join us
and
every
keen.
So
weekday
there
from
in
7 to
90
half past
minutes, the
8 we
current
know.
affairs
We
show.
bring the latest
Join us
news
every
and
weekday from
analysis
7
too.
to half past
Just
8 we
tune in
know.
to
We
Hands of
bring the
Hope
latest
Radio
news and analysis too.
100.5 FM.
Just tune
It's
into
the thing
Hands
to
of
do.
Hope
To
Radio
be a part of the show,
100.5
drop us a
FM.
message or
It's
two.
the thing to
Just send a
do.
text
To
to
be a part of the
090
show, drop us a
001
message or
005.
two.
We'll
Just
come
send a
through.
text to
Or leave a
090
comment on our Facebook
001
page. With Today
005.
in 90
We'll come
Minutes,
through.
you
Or
will be the
leave a
sage.
comment on our
Today in
Facebook page.
90 Minutes,
With Today
the
in 90
current
minutes,
affairs
you'll
show.
be the sage.
Join us
So
every
there
weekday
in 90
from
minutes,
7 to
the
half
current
past 8 we
affairs
know.
show.
We bring the
Join us
latest
every
news
weekday
and
from
analysis
7
too.
to half
Just
past 8
tune
we
in to
know.
Hands
We
of
bring the
Hope
latest
Radio
news and analysis too.
100.5 FM.
Just tune in to Hands of
They're
Hope
ready.
Radio
It's the thing to do.
100.5 FM. The woman, the radio. It's the thing to do.
It's the 30th day of October 2023. Good morning and welcome to HandsofHope Radio 100.5 FM, and it's another edition of our daily current affairs program. Today 90 minutes live on HandsofHope Radio, where we bring you in-depth analysis and discussions on the latest happenings across the country. You can also get us live on our Facebook page, HandsofHope Radio 100.5 FM, the Woman Radio, or on our YouTube channel, HandsofHope Radio. I'm your host for today's episode, Erica Ruth Bangura. Our inspirational quote for today says, "Good health is the foundation of a vibrant and purposeful life. It's the canvas upon which we paint our dreams and aspirations." Well, in today's edition of the program, Today in 90 Minutes, in today's edition of the program, Breast Cancer Awareness Month nears conclusion as oncology nurse Khadija Kone reveals crucial insights on causes and warning signs. Also in the program this morning, University lecturer Nicholas Kamara emphasizes importance of Rabe College computer literacy course in navigating the digital age. Well, in the program today also, we have the pleasure to have in the studio. We are honored to have Dr. Brema Kamara, a distinguished medical doctor and the president of Mambulu Chiefdom Health Network. Dr. Kumar joins us to shed light on the upcoming 2023 medical outreach program, which promises to bring vital health care services to the heart of our communities, with a focus on free minor surgical procedures, promoting rational drug use, and many others. So, we are talking on the topic healing communities together. Welcome to the program, Dr. Kumar. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. All right, continue to stay with us in the studio. Well, these and more are lined up in today's edition of the program. Today, 90 minutes. Continue to stay with us for the next 1 hour, 20 minutes.
It's early in the morning, but we are feeling just fine. So there in 90 minutes, get us all in line. News, views, and entertainment galore.
It's early in the morning, but we are feeling just fine. So there in 90 minutes, get us all in line. News, views, and entertainment galore. Tune in to Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM. It's never a bore.
So there in 19 minutes, the current affairs show. Join us every weekday from 7 to 8:30. We know we bring the latest news and analysis too. Just tune in to Hands of Hope Radio
100.5 FM, and you can also get us live on our Facebook page, HandsofHope Radio 100.5 FM, the Umadem Radio, or on our YouTube channel, HandsofHope Radio. You can be part of the program by sending your text message to the number 090001005 or 078 You can also drop your comments, your question on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. We'll start the program proper with our first story from Kono District. In a candid and revealing interview with Francis Ganda, the dedicated admin and database officer at the Family Support Unit at Tankoro Police Divisional Headquarters in Kono District, Sierra Leone, he revealed the alarming increase of drug by young people in the district. He said a disturbing surge in youth involvement in criminal activities within the region, including larceny, malicious damage, and assault, is now a grave concern. Well, these and more, he spoke to our reporter Alfred Joseph Goma in this interview. Let's hear what he said exactly.
We get plenty picking them with and they in conflict with the law in Kono district here. Because Kono are two division we get. Like the sideway media so we na this Tankoro division. We get many boy picking them with and can they in conflict with the law. And some of the offenses and we then can commit, like larceny, malicious damage, assault. Now some of the offenses and this way then can commit.
In terms of the issue that you mentioned, say picking in conflict with now Kono district, which one more appears as the major one?
The assault. They picking them can go assaults then comping picking them. Then to the extent even some big man themselves then can assaults them. Meaning they're not enough face to face and to. Maybe they can do something or wait and day on the way for do something, then the big one advise and say when I not do this, they can go against the big man, either then stone them or them fuel in property.
You mentioned one where you say they can also commit something like last name. How this can be?
Yeah, them picking them way do can claim then they pass from coast to coast, compound to compound, then can then treat. When then they pass, then can enter na some compound and then thief.
So on the part of our office now, so then case them we can come, how regular are they receive them?
Plenty. No day, not the who, not the get, then I cases them.
Then how are they handle them as FSU?
We can talk to some complainants them. Even though some parents and they will can meet them, will tell and say, now this you can do. Some parents them can accommodate we and help we for such the matter. We can bring the complainant and the picking way in conflict with the law or the picking way don't do bad, you parent them, we can bring them together, we mediate, we settle between them.
There are some situations, so then picking where they can hold, they not even get post where they can point at saying that this post will be my parents or this post then send me for go do this act. How like you handle so then case and they
indeed then cases then can come now office to with some of them can go parents and but some of them they can deny for sure who side the parents and they. So we can call the complainant and tell and say, now this speaking, not of him for good than at this time. And so therefore now this we don't do. So what thing we decide for let we do, who want for help you? Someday we will see say we will help them financially, we will help them financially. Someday if we think say we not be able to help them financially, we can do counseling on them. We tell and say you self the bond. You self get picking them. Forgive this picking and tomorrow you said you don't picking and go forgive and tomorrow. Some you understand, then they left.
in a situation picking where they can take to on Paul with the case in serious and not going for left that picking day. Who's not can keep them?
So you can see them, we opposite them. We can hold on them for some days because you know, say na 24 hours duty with the on. If I don't say now, say I don't talk to the complainant, they're not able to listen to me. I can say, okay, let the picking with me in our office. Then, na night, the one way they can take over, I can explain to them, say, now this and this picking do. But now, sell do they for put them. Even though sell they, but adults then they. They are not going to put them with adults them together and sell. So we can show that understanding. The one way then at night, they can deal with them, then sit down, then they make phone, stay until the next day. In so doing, we can later compromise with the complainant or we'll bring in the complainant, we'll do what we're supposed to do, then they will understand themselves. Then the complainant can say at the end of the day, say, okay, well, I left her. Me I don't satisfy.
But not the safety of them picking and the owner killed.
Then safety, yes, we dey consider them safety because whichever way they sit down, na them sef dey sit down. The room them we kin dey, na the room them sef kin dey. So we not get different room for them. We start together. So if we able to get anyone like today, like we don't do with we are so, you go see we will be keeper to secret place, to place with danger.
What will be a message to parents them as you dey say picking them in terms of being conflict with the law? Nothing will come on, not on all this it regards this concern one of the raise as a division.
Well, I want for talk to parents and please when I take care of una picking them. Plenty of them picking them then I treat and then they go and do worse things. And some of them picking them we then don't then I treat so. We would overlook so today. If we the parent and not take them not treat to bring them home, we advise them, we take care of them, we show responsibility, we act like parent to them. At the end of the day, then go become canker worms in the community. And so therefore you were born, take care of the picking. Men are fine. And that make the Bible says, it said, train you picking the way go. And when he old, he not going to depart from that training way don't get. But plenty of the parents that they back again, they not take time from maintain or take care of them picking them. The moment picking do something for 1 or 2 times, they can say, okay, this I think say I'm not going to control them. Abandon that picking them. And please I want to talk to the parent that would not let for abandon with a picking them that una encourage them and una take care of them. Let them patient them picking them, and in so doing, some of them picking them will become future leaders tomorrow.
Right, ending that interview with our Kano correspondent Alfred Joseph Kuruma is Francis Ganda, the admin and database officer at the Family Support Unit of Tankoro Police Divisional Headquarters in Kono District, Sierra Leone. Don't forget you're listening to the program today, 90 minutes, live on HandsofHope Radio 100.5 FM, and we are broadcasting live from our studios at 28 Battery Street, Kingdom in Freetown. You can also get us live on our Facebook page, HandsofHope Radio 100.5 FM, the Umadem Radio, or on our YouTube channel, HandsofHope Radio. Like I informed you earlier that we have with us in the studio Dr. Gwema Kamara, and he is the president of the Mambulo Chiefdom Health Network. They are coming up with their 2023 medical outreach program, and he's here to shed more light on this. Good morning, welcome to the program once again, Dr. Kamara.
Good morning. How are you doing, Erica?
Oh, that's
Um,
good.
yeah.
Right, so for someone listening to you and hearing about this particular name for the very first time, Mambolo Chiefdom Health Network, give us a brief background about the network. What is the main objective of this particular network?
So the Mambo Children Health Network was actually found in December 24, 2021, a year and some months ago. Actually, we formed the organization with the aim of promoting health, trying to solve sustainable development goal 3, which is health and well-being, because these are some of the goals which we have set by United Nations in order to develop our communities. So the organization actually has a lot of healthcare for all professionals in the country that are actually benefiting other areas. So we actually come to bring those on board and help our people. So the first one, which is promoting health, and then we've been trying and putting things in place to achieve that. Though this will be our first health outreach by December 16, 17, and 18. And also to raise medical education among our people in order to cut down maybe those infectious diseases that are actually not that are contracted maybe without having the necessary knowledge you're supposed to have. Yeah, so also we also aim on disseminating the resources that are available or try to bridge inequalities in health because there are actually some resources that are available for the people, but they cannot reach them. So we want to come and collaborate with the government and other bodies to help the people access those resources and make use of them, utilize them well.
Right, make mention of Mambolo Chiefdom. Are your activities only based in that particular chiefdom or community, or do you cut across?
Well, yeah, they are based on the community. This is community chiefdom level
Okay.
because we have 8 sections in the chiefdom, so we are not just targeting. Mambulu is the let's say the chiefdom headquarter. It has a number of towns surrounding Mambulu, and we have 8 sections. So we want to target every section for them to benefit this events, this upcoming events.
So over the past time you have been engaging in these awarenesses, other activities, because you may mention that this is the first outreach program you are coming up with. So how has this impacted the previous activities that you have undertaken? How has it impacted in terms of health wise that particular community?
Well, actually, as I've said, we launched the organization last year, December 24. We've not actually undertaken any activity so far, but we've done several engagements with the community stakeholders,
Okay.
like the paramount chief, the health professionals in the community, telling them our goal, which we have ahead, coming December 16th, 17th, and 18th. Yeah, so this is the call to action because our people are actually not having the required resources or the health resources they need to improve the health status of the chiefdom. So that why we want to come and bridge that gap and see.
All right, you may mention some of the things that you want to do. So tell us more the goals, objective of this particular 2023 medical outreach program, how it aims to impact the Mambulo chiefdom community.
Yeah, so if we are able to achieve that, actually it will make a great impact. One, we are planning to do basic surgical procedures, which are like hydrocele and hernias. We have our senior doctors that are going to take care of that. So, but we just have some kind of limitation. That's why we went to the place, the community, 3 weeks ago to do a kind of feasibility study because they asked us to go and check if there is a function in theater because they cannot do those procedures where there is no function in theater. It will be difficult because we have to monitor those patients that you put on table for operation. So there's no single or small operation because every life is important. Even though you might be having the like a good intention of helping, so if something bad come up, so you'll be blamed. So we went and Typho investigates, but actually we are unable to have positive feedback. So there's no function in it
So
yet.
what do you intend to do since because looking at your flyer, that's one of the things that you intend doing minus surgical
Such, yeah,
operations.
yeah.
So how do you intend doing it since there's no positive feedback in that area?
Well, actually, there is a town which is at the outskirts of the chiefdom.
Okay.
So it has a mini theater. So we deliberated on that place, though there are some difficulty in accessing the place. The terrain is bad, a kind of island. So like we have to take the patient there and the constraints of bed space, all those things. We've actually not confirmed yet, but we are working on that to see if we'll be able to use that place and then make this dream a reality. So, though we are not only focusing on the surgeries,
Okay.
we've been doing medical cases as well. Most common medical conditions that are prevalent in the locality. These are one of the things that we've aim to take care of, like malaria, BTs, hypertension, UTI, peptic ulcer, a lot of them. So if we don't actually succeed in taking care of the surgeries, maybe it will be, maybe if we cannot, maybe it will be the next coming events. So take care of the medical cases.
All right, so during your feasibility study, have you been able to identify like roughly how many people you might be targeting, how many people in that particular chiefdom that might have cases that you want to really work on?
Yeah, because we have a proposed budget and targeted population and beneficiaries. because our budget, which is 70 million, we want to target 500 beneficiaries based on that project. And it will be both adults and children because this is a medical outreach program. So we don't want to, where you see people bring cases that we cannot do our best to help. Even though not every patient that will be available at that time will give medications or treatment. Some of them just need medical education. Maybe the condition you just need to counsel them, talk to them, what they will do, what they cannot do. So those are the things we want to do. Screening, treatment, and medical education. Plus the basic surgeries, though we've not confirmed that yet, but we hope we'll be able to achieve that as well.
Well, these basic surgeries that your organization intend working on.
Yeah, the surgeries, those that are identified are hernias and hydroceles. Those are the
Just
two
this.
common cases. They are two common because we found out that a lot of people that are living there have these conditions, but like because of maybe resources, they cannot have the opportunity and access medical service because they don't have the money to pay. Some of them maybe need to fear that I want to go and talk to them, understand the importance of going to the hospital or trying to go for a checkup to know their medical condition. So if you intervene earlier, so that will actually um, prevent a lot of other things that should have come after that.
Right. You made mention with regards the hospital you want to or the theater you want to use for this particular surgery. In the case that you succeed, which we pray you do, because it's very, very important, the work that you intend doing is very key. If you succeed, or when you succeed, we're not going to put if hopefully you succeed, how will you cater in terms of transportation for the people you want to do these surgeries on?
Well, actually, that's not part of our project because we are going to do everything is going to be free. So if like transporting them, we're going to use that to be on them. For drugs, everything that will be involved for the procedure, we will take care of that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Continue to stay with us in the studio, and don't forget if you are just joining us, you are listening to the program today, 90 minutes live on HandsofHope Radio, 100.5 FM, and you can be part of the program by sending your text message to the number 0900001 005 or 078 16 24 61 078 16 24 61. We're going to take one of our headline stories. In an exclusive interview with our team, Nicholas Kamara, a distinguished lecturer at the University of Sierra Leone's IPAM, renowned for his expertise in entrepreneurship and innovation, shed light on the transformative potential of the Fabric College short course in computer literacy. Kamara asserts that this program equips graduating students with essential skills to thrive in the fast-paced digital world. Stay tuned for more insights from this influential mentor in business development and marketing as he takes us through the importance of this particular course.
It's a new idea, it's a new philosophy that we are putting on. It's a new concept as the world is moving on from theory philosophies to that of impactation. MBC has been enjoying a long existence of academic excellence, but I think they have been lag behind in terms of reaching out into the digital stage. And Sierra Leone is also being forced and influenced to catch up with the global trend, wherein a graduate without having prerequisite skills on computer and ICT skills might leave you with no options but not getting a decent job or quality job of your choice. And after we have engaged so many community stakeholders, including the students themselves, some are graduates and would be graduates, realize that there has been a problem. And this problem is becoming a serious issue if not being handled now might cause so much menace and so much stress for our young people. So they engaged some of us, a good section of us from IPAM, and I was fortunate to be part of the team of this innovation of bringing life into the campus of HandsofHope because in terms of ICT, it has already been like Hope College as known for academic excellence. But what we have been hired for is to inject that entrepreneurial spirit and that innovation spirit in terms of ICT and digital economy. So we have been engaging for almost 3 months to find out how can we start, how do we go about that, how we cannot miss the whole thing. Because sometimes when you tell somebody that after getting your first degree, then that person is not qualified because of just one former graduate from Fobe College and the present generation have not been getting what they really want in terms of that ICT skills training and exploring the internet and not reaching out to global demands. So we engage of starting from the low key, which is introducing computer training programming or courses to look at operating management systems and office packages as it's happening in other colleges or other universities all over the world. As when student wants to graduate, they're going to be what we call a send-off or a gateway employability package. Well, where I was one of the talk show yesterday. So for me to be more grounded, I was browsing through some Ghanaian universities, Nigerian universities. I think they have similar programs. Okay. Even though they were doing a module called ICT or computer-based learning. There's almost some of them they have like a 2 month program, some have 3 months, some have like the one program that we are pushing to have what they call a turnkey to the world. So prepare you not only in learning computer skills or ICT, but also giving you like mentorship in communication skills, something that we're going to look into. But what we are here for is to sell out this new idea of bringing an offer to the full college new graduating students to accept and come for a new deal, which the DVC, the deputy registrar, and the core team from the full college church of fulfilling their dreams, adding value to their degree. But what you have is like a paper or certification of out of their degrees. What we are bringing in is to add more core competencies into making that degree become a flourishing one, a very competitive one, to reach out to the world and also aid you for self-confidence and giving you an opportunity to explore the world with privacy.
Right, Nicholas. The computer course is good, but if you go to a college, it was there as a module, and you will hear some students complaining, okay, we have this computer course, computer as a module, but we don't see computer, we don't talk computer. How different is this going to be?
And that's why, what was happening there was a modular system. This one is just a hands-on program. Where the program will be starting on the 6th of November. That day will be assigned to a desktop, or maybe some of them will be assigned to a laptop, depending on the kind of laptop you're going to be giving. Then you see the reality. It's not a theory base. It's not a pure class. I mean, that traditional thing of out of class where A plus A equals to this, 1 plus 1. No, this is look at your programming, look at your Microsoft Word, look at your publisher, they take you through, and the lecture will be going to be going through at a triangular basis. Okay. We have the oral, which is the intro. We have the pre-recording that we're going to be looking at videos and episodes or seasons. So that after you have spent 1 hour or maybe 1 hour 15 minutes in class, we will be sharing those short videos or pre-recorded videos related to the topics or the thing they have been practiced in that very day. So it's not like an academic base. It's a hands-on practical knowledge. You see, you touch, you have to make sure it's there. The environment is there, the equipment is ready. They have been standing there. Somebody have not been utilizing them. You want to unlock those opportunities on selling that to graduate students of full college. So the issue of saying they'll be growth now, this program is going to be like an effective and efficient one to meet at global standards. For the 4 programs or 5 programs I'll be offering, imagine 600 leons. All leons is 600,000 leons for all the 3 weeks, inclusive of another extra 1 week of polishing, for instance. The program will cover the web analytics from Microsoft Windows to Internet Explorer. And it's gonna be climax because we cannot teach something that with a computer and computer basics without taking that person to the internet. We want to create more content creators, more Facebook operators, more Facebook administrators, because that's where the money is.
Also get us You can also get us live on our Facebook page, HandsofHope Radio 100.5 FM, the Umandem Radio, or on our YouTube channel, HandsofHope Radio. We'll continue the program. Don't forget, we still have in the studio Dr. Kamara, Ibrahim Kamara, the president for the Mambolo Chiefdom Health Network, and he's here talking about the upcoming 2023 medical outreach program. All right, so over to you, Doctor. Quickly take us through this particular outreach that you're about to undertake. You made mention that you are targeting up to 500 people and your budget is 70 million. How do you raise funds? Do you have support? Do you have donors to undertake these activities?
Well, actually, we are doing our best as members of the organization. We have our responsibility. We have certain amounts that we've targeted to give, and the members are working tirelessly to honor that. And then also we've written letters for sponsorship to the indigenes of the chiefdom, stakeholders like the health practitioners, the politicians, everybody, because this is development, not just us from the health sector. We want to bring development to the chiefdom, so we don't want to leave anyone behind. So all those that we've known that are descendants of the chiefdom, we've written letters to them for support because just us, we cannot do that. The budget is so huge. And not just the indigenes of Mangolo, everybody that wants development of Sierra Leone or the districts as a whole should come on board and help. So that's why we've been doing things that are actually trying to reach everybody. We've written also letters to some corporate bodies, and though we don't actually get a feedback from them yet, but hopefully in early November we will be doing follow up to see if it's possible. Yes, so like we are calling on everybody to come on board and make this event a successful one because we actually need support to achieve this because everything is going to be free and we sacrifice our time, our skills, and even the results will not be enough. So we need everybody on board to come and help and for us to achieve this.
Alright, so in Sierra Leone, when let me say, for example, a little headache, someone will just go and take antibiotics. And so the rational drug use is, I believe, is a very crucial aspect of this particular program. How do you plan to educate? Because I believe you're catering for the layman to the least person down there. So how do you plan to educate and encourage the community regarding the responsible use of medications?
Yeah, so actually, as I said earlier, we have a lot of challenges that our people are facing, which is we even have a functioning pharmacy with the community. A community that is over 40 settlements doesn't have a functioning pharmacy. So if that means people will just have to rely on those drug peddlers, quack doctors or quack medical practitioners, and that's bad. You see, if these things are not available, even when they are available in the cities, we still have those challenges. People don't go to the pharmacies to buy drugs. The access to those people that walk around with them, speakers, just a single drug can cure every ailment. So those are challenges. So we will be putting hands on board to that is why I said earlier medical education is very important. Knowledge is power. If we go, some people don't need drugs, some people don't need treatment. We just need to sit. There will be a set that will be giving medical education to people on how they could use it, when to use them, and how to use them. Because there are a lot of challenges health is facing in the country. So that's one. And we will also be having a team that will give medical advice on certain medical condition, how you can live to prevent worsening the condition or even having the condition. That's why we have primary prevention, secondary prevention, and tertiary prevention. Like primary prevention, wherein you prevent yourself not to have the condition. Secondary, when you've got the condition already, so they try to prevent from the condition to minimize the condition from worsening, becoming worse. Tertiary now, they try to treat you. Maybe they prevent the condition from being transmitted to other people. So you see, so all those things will be targeting. So that's why November will be a very busy month for us because we'll be screening people that will be benefiting this and putting things in place to make the program successful.
Do you plan on touching or talking about our traditional medicine? Because you will see a stomach ache, they will give you bitter roots, bamba, one cup is bamba for you to drink. So do you plan on touching that area?
Yeah, we've planned to do all that because the problem with traditional medicines, they don't have dosage. So that's a big problem. You just drink as much as you can, and that's bad. So, and now people believe in those things. So when they fall sick, instead of going to the hospital, they first start with traditional medicines. They will be wasting all of the resource they should have used for better medical care to those traditional healers. And the problem with those people, if you go to Mr. A, he knows the ailment. So this is the particular medical condition. You'll be wasting your time and resources, you won't be seeing improvement. That's how you will decide, okay, let me just go to the next one. And when you go, they don't say, I don't know this, instead go to no. They know. So they eat your money. So you might have lavished your resources on them. Later, maybe somebody come to advise, okay, what I see that this is an English an ailment. So go to social nurse. They don't even go to the hospital. To go to the quack people, they start treating them. Later, no improvement. Later, they go to the hospital when they are not having money anymore. Or maybe even if they have, the condition might have gone worse to the extent there is not much to be done at the hospital. So these are the problems. So that's why when we go, the medical issue is very important for this our coming outage because those people don't believe in these things. You see, they don't believe some of them, even when they have fractures, trauma cases, they don't go to the hospital. They are those local people. They say, oh, we'll take care of it until when things gone bad. And when you have a trauma like fracture, 6 weeks it has healed. So if you go to the hospital, it's aligned properly, there's a problem. If you go later, there's nothing much to do. So that should be very important in our outage, medical education for them to know.
All right, so environment, health, and sanitation play a very significant role in community well-being. Could you elaborate on the initiative related to this in the upcoming outreach program that you're about to undertake?
Yeah, environmental health and sanitation is very important because most of the communicable disease we have are due to the kind of when our environment is not taken care of. Like malaria, for example. Malaria is transmitted by the bite of mosquito. If we clean our environment, there will be no breeding sites for those mosquitoes. Because mosquitoes like bushy places where water collect, maybe from things, or maybe some potholes. But if you take care of the environment, you will not be having somewhere to stay, meaning you might have reduced the transmission of malaria or contracting malaria. So that will also be that why when we go, we try to screen, treat, and give medical education. If you try malaria, we give the treatment. When we screen, they are positive for malaria, we give you the treatment, they will give you the medical education for not to contract malaria the next time. by taking care of the environment, sleep under mosquito nets and all that.
So what type of screening will you be doing?
So the screening should be based on the medical conditions. For example, hypertension. We'll make sure we check their blood pressure. Because hypertension, just checking the blood pressure is enough. You diagnose the patient. So when you diagnose the patient, then give the treatment and you give medical education. Screen for diabetes. We'll be going with the screening kits, check their sugar level. If they are positive, then give the medications and give medical education. And on peptic ulcer, we screen them, typhoid, UTI, etc. So
So you screen for every.
yeah, we have targeted medical conditions that we are going to do. Most six, like I call hypertension, diabetes mellitus, peptic ulcer disease, typhoid, you understand, malaria. Those are very prevalent in the community. Although we be having some drugs for miscellaneous, like some medical conditions are not so common, but if they come, at least like sometimes they will come with pain, so we are having analgesics to give them. Because we don't want somebody to come and they will come to do anything. If at least we can't do anything like giving medication, we give them medical education. So this is what you should do. Then maybe we'll guide further, go to the pharmacy, buy these drugs.
Alright, continue to stay with us in the studio. We'll go and take another story quickly. We have some text messages in the program, but before we read them out, let's take another story. With Breast Cancer Awareness Month drawing to a close on October 31st, 2023, Khadija Kone, the dedicated oncology nurse at the Thinking Pink Breast Cancer Foundation, shared invaluable knowledge in an exclusive interview with HandsofHope Radio. Kone shed light on the causes of breast cancer and highlighted critical warning signs, especially for women. Well, let's hear more of what she said to me in this interview.
Go. So number one is lumps in the breast, right? Lumps in the breast or the chest area, right? How does this look like? The round, hard, sort of like right? Sometimes it does move, sometimes it doesn't move. So it's very important. Any lump detected, whether in both breasts or just one breast, should be reported. Pain in the breast, especially when it's not related to your period, because when some people get someone get their period, they experience some pain here and there. No, that's not what we're talking about. The consistent pain even after your period. It's one of the breast. You will have small breast and one breast we call vertical size, where you will have like a few breasts, and the one breast will become smaller in size. Yes, it does happen, right? So as you look out for another nipple. For particular nipple, first nipples are pointed outwards, and if you notice that they're like pointed inwards if they want us, nipple or the breast nipple is a problem. And then another one is people discharge, right? A lot of women do experience nipple discharges, mainly pregnant women and lactating mothers, breastfeeding mothers. But the topic is what's shaped taken us all, right? It's bloody color, like blood, and you cut yourself and it's bleeding. It's that sort of color. Or if it's like blood color, like I'll see in coffee, after you see coffee, right? Or if it's like the mucus, and it has a scent, an odor to it. All this coming around, right? Now, skin of the breast, right? It gives all the appearance of like orange peel. Now, orange is in season, oranges, coloring here and there. But it's not a good sign. Means that this appears that breast is actually like a dimple, or there's the kidney area, the features. It's why it's in this. It's really not a good thing at all. Any skin rashes, skin diseases, skin discolorations, redness, or darkening should be reported. These are all signs. And then lastly, the pain, right? Right. Most of like identical twins, I don't what to say. But if it has the appearance of like like the top of one breast are like orange in shape, the one that peak out by the shape, that is a cause of concern. So this is normal. And a lot of women miss that, and that's what resulted to them detecting their breast cancer late. And unfortunately, many of these women lost their lives, fortunately. So it's so important to know these facts. I see. I don't need mention before. So take us to what's the sort of main misconceptions or feelings that you may have about breast cancer, and how can you do this these misconceptions of fears? Okay, I'm talking about like it's not a sensitive disease of the breast, they call it morphia, so they start to how traditional healers. There may be something like that, but again, like I said, 8 out of 10 women who can get that makes a trachea help. It sometimes gets worse. Obviously, it is much faster, and that's why people find it as a problem and why. Everyone is associated to which constantly has put a spell on them to destroy their lives, unfortunately. So, and some say because a baby has built on the breast, it slows, but time will, heal and get better. In most cases, it does. So, that will lead to the cancer spreading to other parts of the body, right? So it's so important that because you know, if you understand that yes, the hospital needed first line management or treatments. Just come and check out, right? And again, a lot of women are still walking around with these conditions, the signs and symptoms, and not know going about their life. So we want them to take an action this October. October that when a lot of noise is raised because obviously thanks to the radio stations we get invited to help raise the awareness so that a lot of women can hear us and then take actions. To be aware of us. The message is being breast aware. It's basically, for example, if you have a best friend who's no more here to interact or speak to, always he or she, changes in personality or behavior, you will do that instantly with your body, right? When you're familiar with your body, you're touching it, you're looking at it. The moment you notice the slight changes, you'll be able to detect it and come forward. But imagine there's some woman here in Sierra Leone. They would say, I only check my breast October to October. It's a whole year. Breast cancer survivor. And it took me little over 3 months for my breast to go from no lumps to a lump in the breast. That's how quickly it can happen. So it's so important that every month is a month that one should set aside and check their breasts. So, so, so important, especially women of childbearing age, as in those who get their menstrual period. Ideal time is a week or 10 days after the menstrual cycle, right? That's when they check their breast. Because a lot of people are getting women when I ask them, have you checked their breast? Yes, I check my breast every day. And because squeeze like this, like you're squeezing an orange. No, that's not really the right way because there's techniques in everything with you, right? So it's so important to understand how to properly check your breast in order to be able to detect any abnormalities, right? And time limit. Because it's real. You mentioned earlier that some people said women have some seeds or lumps like in their breast. Well, yes, because in a woman breast anatomy, the inside it has what we call rubles, rocks, and fatty tissues, right? And especially when a woman is on her period or experiencing hormonal imbalance, this changes. They become tender and tense, right? And sometimes feel like a lump. But with an experienced hand like nurses and doctors, you're able to detect the right and the wrong, with the actual lumps with a false lump. And this is sometimes false lumps. So it's so important that now you're checking your breast every month. Go to a health professional to check. And keeping breast cancer foundation, we have experienced and trained nurses who will be able to detect your breast and give you proper advice according to your specific needs and conditions, right? So it's so important to go for a regular checkup in the hospital or clinic every 3 months. That is ideal because it takes 3 months for my breast to go from no long to no long. Which breast. That's like it's very, very small, like this fingernail. It's that small, and it is cancerous. And if I allowed it to develop in my breast further, it would have possibly turned into serious things like cancer and spread to other parts. Thankfully, I thank God that didn't happen because God blessed me with the wisdom and knowledge and guidance to be able to detect it. And I was blessed again. I have like the people from giving business information who's to guide me, support me, console me, because it's very one of the most difficult times of a woman's life when that happens, right? So that is why we are there to guide them and help them. There are many causes of cancers, many ways to prevent it. But there's a possibility of preventing it. So once you're into the knowledge of causes, you're able to avoid that and engage in preventive. The best preventive measure is doing your breast self-exam. And I think taking Responsive Foundation, which is located at 32 Panama Road or Wesley Street Junction, we teach our patients how to check their breasts. We don't necessarily just check their breasts, we teach them because we understand that they can come to the hospital every month for more cancer, obviously. Most would not be able. It's not realistic for most of them, although it's possible, but they don't. So it's very important to teach them with this, and so that they'll be able to perform it in the comfort of their home. So take us through what are some of the causes of breast cancer? Well, there are many of them. Right? Yes, let's go. Okay. Okay, so why I say you're ready because this can come to like shock to a lot of people. I mentioned, right? And some people see themselves in this causes, right? So basically, they're not like we cannot say causes per se, but they are basically like just risk factors. If you happen to be exposed or engaged in them, you're at higher risk. So number one is basically being alone. That's scary, right? Basically, a woman. Because when I believe in mainly women because they produce certain hormones of abundance, and that is more abundance than in men. And we have more breast tissues. That could be one. Mhm. Second one would be because of age, right? Older your age, 50 years and above, our recently is that your immune system, everything about your body runs, right? Your immune system, energy, and whatnot, right? And thirdly, smoking tobacco cigarettes. I can put it there. Fourth, family history. If you
All right, ending that interview with me is the oncology nurse at the Thinking Pink Breast Cancer Foundation, or is Khadija Kone. Well, don't forget, this is the program to the 90 minutes live at HandsofHope Radio 100.5 FM. Let's now relax and go for a short break. When we come back, we'll read out your text messages.
Discover HandsofHope Radio, your source of empowerment, located at 28. Your source of empowerment, located at 28 Battery Street, Kingdom in Freetown. We are on a mission to inspire hope and enhance resilience in Sierra Leone and beyond. Our diverse programs and balanced discussions cover gender, environment, legal issues, civic matters, culture, and education. Connect with us on social media: Facebook HandsofHope Radio, 100.5 FM The Umandem Radio, on YouTube Hands of Hope Radio, and Instagram at Hands of Hope Radio. Let's champion women and girls empowerment in Sierra Leone together.
Just joining us, you're listening to the program Today 90 Minutes, live on Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM, and we are broadcasting live from our studios at 28 Battery Street, King Tom in Freetown. You can also get us live on our Facebook page, Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM, the Umadem Radio, or on our YouTube channel, Hands of Hope Radio. Well, we have some few text messages in the program. I will carefully select the text messages. All right. And this first text here, Khadija says, the insights on breast cancer causes and warning signs are very important. How can community actively promote early detection and prevention strategies? Okay. And this other person here says, Dr. Kamara, your commitment to bringing essential medical services to our community is truly inspiring. Can you tell us more about the specific challenges you face in finding an accessible location for surgeries and how listeners can support your efforts? This is from Miriam Canadians. And this person here says, it's it's heartwarming to hear about your collaboration with community stakeholders and professional medical experts. Could you share some stories of how these partnerships have made a real difference in the lives of the people you serve? Okay, no name, no address. Right, Abdul Sware at New Glanville says it's encouraging to know the 2023 medical outreach will have an impact on environmental health and rational drug use. This is very key. Discuss how these aspects are intertwined with the overall well being of your community. Thank you very much for your efforts. We pray God open doors for funds to establish in other communities. All right, and this person here says short courses short course in computer literacy for students that we don't graduate sound promising. We hope say we hope it will benefit the students them and help them prepare for the digital world. All right, and this other text says thank you very much for the initiative for serve with community people. We just pray for more funding for UNAS that's now Kana community like Susan Bay and other deprived community as then safely can go to plenty health challenge we need for be addressed. Just like you really make mention, some of we not get couple for go hospital because the kind couple we then can call not can really dey. May God bless una and work. Alright. Few more text message where I would take so I will respond. And this other person here says the lack of suitable surgical theater is indeed a challenge. Are there any specific plans or initiative in place to improve accessibility to the identified location for surgeries in the future? From Jawad at Pademba Wood. Hi, Doctor. I will stop here for you to respond to these text messages. If we have more time, then I'll read other text messages.
Okay, thank you very much. So the fourth one, talk of the challenges that we are facing for this upcoming event. So since we went to do the feasibility studies 3 weeks ago, as I said earlier, we had actually a lot of challenges that we are facing. And the first one is the issue of the theater. Yes, so there's no function in the theater, and we don't know how we will take care of that. Yes, but we try to talk to the surgeons that will be doing the procedures because the only available one there has an issue of the terrain, the place to access it is bad, and then the vehicle cannot go there. Yes, so there are challenges we're facing about the resource to have the required resource for the upcoming events. As I said earlier, we've been doing a lot of reach outs to people for donations and funding, but we don't know maybe because there was still time, maybe that's why they've not responded. We just hope maybe within this month, November, early November, they will do their best, they will give support. Yes. So the other challenge we have is on our bed space and availability of the beds because those patients they don't just go and proceed and leave them. They have to be on bed at least 7 days before the surgical site gets healed. So we also have that challenge, the availability of the bed space and the beds. Yes. So the second question, which says the rational role of the and like as against the environmental health, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So as I stated earlier, people don't know most of them, even if you prescribe a particular drug, giving them all the directions how to take them. Most of them they don't know. And why? Whenever we prescribe drugs as medical doctors, those that cannot read and write, we use indicators pen. If it's BD, that is twice a day,
Mhm.
we use two strokes in the morning and immediately. If thrice a day, we use three strokes. So all those things we do for easy understanding, in them. Also, try to tell them when to take a particular drug, because some drugs you take them after a meal, some you take them before a meal, some you take them at night. So all those things. Also, not all drugs you take, because some people have that perception in this country whenever you have maybe lower stomach pain, they go and take antibiotics, antimicrobial resistance comes from that because when we misuse these drugs, so the bacteria you are trying to treat, they will become resistant to this drug. It's time. So the next time you might have an infection that you actually need this particular drug, it will not be working. That's why quinine, which was a good remedy for malaria back then, it is no longer working in our country because the parasite has become resistant to it. So that why we've changed to antimetal lumefantrine. This is a recent drug now we are using because the previous one has been abused, so it's not working. So that why we will be educating our people during the event about how to use these drugs the right way and when to use
In other words, like for example, if someone keeps taking a leaf for headache, it's which time it will not work.
them. Well, the issue of relief it's a different one because it's not a microbial or a viral infection. Yes. Except maybe the condition you are treating, maybe there is another cause for the headache.
Okay.
Hypertension could be a cause for headache, chronic headache. You understand? So if you take relief to relieve the headache, why not treating the main cause? Maybe you won't get better because you have to bring the pressure down to its normal level. Then headache, even without taking the relief, it will go off for itself. So you see, these are the problems. So that's why people don't go to the hospital to know their medical condition. When they have it, they go, oh, check this fever, take maybe anti-malaria or paracetamol.
Mm.
Because they think the fever is due to infection. It's malaria. There are a lot of medical conditions causes fever, not just malaria. If you go to malaria, you don't get better. You say, but if you go to the hospital, they take your samples, do lab tests, they know which is the problem. They take the cause, they are okay. So these are the problems we are facing in the health. People don't go to the hospital to check their medical condition.
Okay.
They only go when the conditions have gone bad. There's no other way out. So they go to the hospital.
All right. This talk series says it's great to hear about your engagement with community stakeholders. How can the local community play an active role in ensuring the success of your medical outreach initiative? And it's from Isata Kaikat Clinton. Another person says, Doctor, okay, this one is for Miriam at Kumutan. He said, Doctor, the issue of traditional medicine can really work. It can even effective past even the with medicine then. Take for instance malaria, where they can when they can cover people, you will see the person in the sweat and it can work. So I think say now we are responsibility now for use now we are responsibility now for use with traditional medicine dem, do the measurements because they can more effective than the one wey with man can make. Alright, another person here says we understand that 2023 medical outreach focuses on minor surgical procedures. Could you elaborate on the qualifications and experience of the medical professionals who will be performing these surgeries? Okay, and last text message I'll take says, I really do admire your commitment. Your commitment is truly inspiring. For those interested in supporting your cause, how can they contribute or get involved in your efforts to heal communities? All right, no name, no address.
Okay. So it's a question which is community role for the upcoming outreach. What role can the community play? Yeah, so now I went to the paramount chief and the health professionals on ground because we invited every single health professional that is those that are working at the community. So their role would be when we go for these procedures. In fact, maybe before we go, we just give me instructions for them to do the screening for us. Say, okay, since these are patients coming to the hospital. So, if, for example, malaria we want 50 malaria cases that will be targeting. Just for example, so prepare for us patients that have malaria as a medical condition. So we'll be targeting those people. Or if it's diabetes, okay, just identify them, take their contact. So that's kind of involving in the activity, you know. So it will not just be on a particular health facility. All of the health facilities in the community as a chiefdom, you know. So they will be helping us, and I do think we'll be paying them for that because they're also contributing, you know. So somebody talk of the experience of those medical practitioners that will be performing these surgeries. So we have senior doctors that have actually represented the country within and even outside Sierra Leone that will be performing these procedures. Some have even more than 15 years of working experience as surgeons. Okay, so those people they've seen a lot of cases and they have got the experience of taking care of them. So we believe they can do it. That's why they send us because they don't be having the time to go and organize all these things. So we the young ones, so are stepping forward to put things in place. So they will just come and do the procedures themselves. So, but even with this, we'll be liaising with them, giving them feedback, and they are part of the group. So everything that is happening, they know. So that will not be an issue because they have several years of experience. So
Maybe you want to explain to the person that was talking about traditional medicine sometimes will work better than.
okay, yeah. So that's a kind of opinion. It's our opinion to say traditional medicines are better than the English medicine. Well, for me,
Not forgetting that the person suggested why not us working on this traditional medicine, try
yeah,
to give the measurements.
sure. Because as I said earlier, they don't have those things and there are a lot of risk. In fact, she's talking of maybe the point medicine, you get covered and you even sustain some injuries because this skin is very delicate.
Okay.
Maybe during the process, the skin will be damaged, repairs, and even sustain burns from that. It happens. I even when I was a kid, I had some helmets where they do the same procedure before I go to med school. So when I'm in med school, I usually remember that I say, oh, when I was a kid, I never knew I was going to be a doctor. So I've gone through all this procedure, but now I've got the knowledge. I don't think it's necessary anymore. So we'll be talking to our people to stop doing those things because it's dangerous. You know, because we've had several cases where some people took those medicines and they die of them.
Wow.
They succumb because of the medicines. So that's not a good advice. So the best to look for English medicines wherein you have certain doses they take and they are prescribed medicines. If anything happens, the person that's prescribed them will be held responsible.
Right. So how is your collaboration with because you're complementing government effort with what you're doing? So how is your collaboration like with the Ministry of Health and Sanitation?
Well, the Ministry of Health and Sanitation actually, there was a time when I went to the deputy minister to
Okay.
to drop a letter for him, but he was not in the country. He said he traveled because we actually wanted to asking for sponsorship for this upcoming event. Since then, I have not gone there, but I think within this first week of November, I will still try to reach him and then give the letter, even though we don't have much time left. You know, because we also have to write a letter for clearance because this before we do anything, you have to give us clearance.
Yeah.
This is about health, even though you have the good intention of helping, so anything can come on, anything could happen. So if you don't have clearance to do those things, you'll be held responsible for anything that will go wrong during the procedure. And we're also working towards that to write letter to the ministry for clearance.
All right. So this text message just coming in is asking if people outside Mambo community can be part of this particular outreach program. If not, how do you intend to make sure outsiders don't deprive people living in the community from accessing these facilities?
Oh, I don't know if I get a question well. That like it
Like she's asking if people outside the
benefits.
community can benefit from
Oh,
the
okay.
and if they can benefit, how do you ensure that people outside don't, like maybe some people may want to come and take a space?
Well, I'm not too sure. There are no, we don't have any data that can say this is an actual indigenous of Mambolo, actually. I don't think that would be possible, except maybe somebody from, let's just say from Bo, he or she was within the community when this thing came up. We cannot, say this is not bad. I don't think we having the chance to prevent them. They can as well, but no, majority of the beneficiaries will be our own people, our indigenous.
Okay.
Yes.
So what would be your message to our listeners and viewers out there? And someone is asking how can listeners and community members stay updated on your organization's work and upcoming initiatives? Maybe you can give out your line, contact address as you convey your message to our listeners and viewers.
Okay. So my message to the people down there is this. So, and this is about development. This is promoting health, sustainable development goal 3, health and well-being. Because anything we do based on your health, if you're not healthy, you cannot work, can go to school. That's why we are targeting to promote health. So if we take this challenge, this target to promote health, we want to bring everybody on board. Doesn't mean you have to come from a community.
Okay.
If you want development, you want to support, you can support through donations. We have flyers that are out there, orange money. We have our bank accounts coming up soon. I think this week because we've been working to also bring the bank account tirelessly, but hopefully this week it will be available. And we're going to open and GoFundMe for those that are outside Sierra Leone, though we haven't have any support yet from that. But those that are within Sierra Leone, they can donate to our Orange Money or Afri Money that is online. It's available. We also have a Facebook page that they can follow if you want to know more. Yes. So this is a call to action to make this event a successful one.
All right, many thanks to you, Doc, for taking the time to talk to us in the program. Well, that's all in today's edition of the program. Today, 90 minutes live on HandsofHope Radio, 100.5 FM in Freetown. We want to say many thanks to you for joining us. We want to say many thanks to our executive producer, Madam Mama Carifona, and to our studio guest, Dr. Brema Kamara, a medical doctor and president of the Mambolo Children Health Network. He was talking to us about their upcoming 2023 medical outreach program, and we hope we can throw in our support to make their initiative and the step to assist medically our community people be a success. If you want to know more about our programs, you can do so by calling on the number 078 16 24 61, 078 16 24 61, or 090 Many thanks to our social media operator, Emily Bangwa, and to you for sending in your text message and being part of our program. Till another time, I'm Erica with Bangwa. Stay connected and stay informed.
It's early in the morning, but we are feeling just fine. So there in 90 minutes, get us all in line. News, views, and entertainment galore.
It's early in the morning, but we are feeling just fine. So there in 90 minutes, get us all in line. News, views, and entertainment galore. Tune in to Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM. It's never a bore.
So there in 19 minutes, the current affairs show. Join us every weekday from 7 to 8:30 we know. We bring the latest news and analysis too.
Just tune in to Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM.
It's the thing to do.
We cover the issues from all across the land. Our team of experts provides views oh so grand. From politics to sports and everything in between. You won't miss a thing when you listen to us. It's clear and keen.
So there in 19 minutes, the current affairs show. Join us every weekday from 7 to 8:30 we know. We bring the latest news and analysis too.
Just tune in to Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM. It's the thing to do.
To be a part of the show, drop us a message or two. Just send a text to 090 001 005. Will come through, or leave a comment on our Facebook page. With Today in 19 Minutes, you will be the sage. So there in 19 minutes, the current affairs show. Join us every weekday from 7 to 8:30 we know. We bring the latest news and analysis too.
Just tune in to Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM.
The woman, the radio.
It's the thing to do.
Discover Hands of Hope Radio, your source of empowerment. Located at 28 Battery Street, Kingdom in Freetown, we are on a mission to inspire hope and enhance resilience in Sierra Leone and beyond. Our diverse programs and balanced discussions cover gender,
The world is changing, and so are we. Young people everywhere want liberty. Join us every Saturday for an hour of glee on The Youth Advocate.
The Youth Advocates, bringing fun and education. Every Saturday at 4, tune in to our station. We discuss youth issues and possible solutions. The Youth Advocate is the perfect resolution.
Our program is informative but not boring. We talk about life and how we should be exploring. Join us on Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM or on our Facebook page. Our program will leave a lasting book.
The Youth Advocates, bringing fun and education. Every Saturday at 4, tune into our station. We discuss youth issues and possible solutions. The Youth Advocate is the perfect resolution.
To contribute or join in, we are just a call away. Dial 090 001 005 and we'll be there to stay. And for WhatsApp, dial 077 907 092 or 033 627 553. The Youth Advocate, your voice will be heard, a guarantee.
The Youth Advocate, bringing fun and education.
Every Saturday at 4, tune in to our station. We discuss youth issues and possible solutions. The Youth Advocate is the perfect resolution.
Live on Hands of Hope Radio 100.5 FM. The woman, the radio.